Well, it finally happened. GTA 6 is cooked. Everyone is angry at this point, and it doesn't even have to do anything with wokeness. We just had a massive information drop by Rockstar themselves about the game, what's in it, the pre orders, everything. And all of this information is as anti consumer as it possibly could be. No, seriously, it's hard to even make this worse for the average consumer than it already is. The GTA 6 does not feel like it's made by Rockstar, it feels like it's made by EA at this point. EA's probably reading what they did and blushing, honestly, how bad it honestly is. And there's so many things that they did, and we're going to go over them because a couple of things people are not currently talking about. The most known thing that's currently happening is people are discussing the price because it's official. GTA 6 will officially cost $80. That's right. And I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, it's actually $70 because it's not 80. It's 80. It's 80. Relax. And don't pre-order. Reminder, do not pre-order. This is a digital good without any physical stuff. Don't pre-order. And the Ultimate Edition is $100. So this is going to probably bump up the average price of gaming in the AAA sector by $10. Now everything's going to be $80, and that's pretty much set in stone now. So we're going to have to deal with that. And this is the most known fact about GTA currently. But believe it or not, it gets worse. And people are not mentioning this enough. And one of the biggest things that's happening is the fact that GTA, Rockstar, have decided to put character customization in an open world GTA game behind a $20 DLC in a game that's already $80. Yes, if you are not buying the Ultimate Edition, you're not getting 100% of the game. And now I know there's going to be people, and we're going to talk about these people in a bit, that are going to say, well, it's only $20 more. Or, well, the things that you are missing out on are only going to be customization options. And honestly, if this wasn't an open world game, I think this tweet is honestly great. Because, yeah, if GTA wasn't an open world role playing game, technically, I would probably be a little bit less upset about the fact that they are literally paywalling things that should be in the game just so you spend that extra $20. But this is not the worst part. Because, you see, if Rockstar is going to go this far to make you buy the deluxe edition for $100, why wouldn't they go just a little bit further? Because we don't know how this is going to look in the game. We don't know if maybe you're not going to be able to complete a mission or do something if you can't go to a certain shop or do this or that. Maybe on the minimap, it's always going to be a giant red icon that you can't go here. Maybe when you open the map, you're going to see these, 5, 10 red things all over the map, constantly visible, telling you, hey, spend $20 and unlock them. People are gonna get annoyed because I fully believe that Rockstar is at this point capable of doing this. There's nothing stopping them. Yeah, you didn't buy them? Well, they're now gonna shove it in your face that you haven't bought them. That's what it's gonna be. I firmly believe that that's what it's gonna be. Because this is already as predatory as it can be. So this is not even an extra step. This is like half a step for them to take. You really think that this is a little bit too much, honestly, at this point? And this is obviously horrible news. Because it doesn't matter, do we think that this is an open world or whatever? Because they are cutting a part of the game off and forcing you to buy an Ultimate Deluxe Edition, or whatever it's called, for you to get the full game. This is what we have always feared will happen with gaming, is the fact that the standard version is not actually the full game, but like 75% of the game, and then you need to buy the super ultra rare edition for like $20, $30, $40 more, and then you only get the full game. This is absolutely horrendous. It is in fact so horrendous that even PC Gamer finally got an article that's not an absolute loss instantaneously. This is a 10 years in 1 day situation that PC Gamer actually has a pro-consumer take on the subject. This is how bad the situation truly is. And a lot of people are, needless to say, talking about it, and a lot of people are mad. Okay, a lot of people are mad about this. There's multiple tweets with millions of views talking about the situation and how people are saying that they're not happy with it. But a lot, I said, not all, but a lot of people are talking about it and being said. There is a pretty noticeable group of individuals who are literally, I'm gonna defend my multi-billion-dollar company tier, okay? For example, this is one of the most insane takes I have seen in all of my life. Put this into perspective. When GTA 5 came out in 2013, it costed $60. Inflation adjusted, that's $86.31 in 2026. So it's actually GTA 6 is cheaper than GTA 5. Someone unironically wrote this. Someone unironically wrote this. Someone legitimately thought that that's a reasonable thing to say. These are the people that are gonna defend the fact that you can't buy any more groceries, that you can't own anything anymore, and you need to forget about having a family because that's bad for the environment. These are the people who are gonna defend this. And there is a lot of people like that, okay? There is an absolute unbelievable amount. Needless to say, Synthetic Potato, which I just want to point out is game reviews, content creator, threads, reviews, news as featured on Rockstar games. So, literally paid opinion. And his opinion is very nice. GTA 6 will feature outdoor shops, clothes stores, tattoo shops, barbers, gang compounds, and more without the Ultimate Edition. Why are you so worried about the fact that you're getting ripped off? You should be thankful. You should be thankful to, pay more and get less. What's wrong with you? Seems there's a misunderstanding going on that you cannot actually use any of those features without. This is completely false. There is no misunderstanding. No one is thinking that you can't use any of this without paying the $100. He's trying to twist the narrative to make people look like fools, but it's not going to work on us. Because everyone knows Synthetic Potato is going to say only the things that make him money. Spineless. Ultimate Edition simply features extra shops that all sell exclusive items. He's saying that like it's a good thing. Entirely separate from the presumably hundreds of items available in the base game. Ah, man. You could not swim deeper, It is what it is. It is what it is. And this is probably, honestly, one of the funniest ones. This happens in the UK quite often, honestly. So, this is GTA 6. And this is the pounds icon. I know it's disgusting. UK, please get some real money. I'm kidding. I love you. America, UK, great guys, friends of the channel. I love them. They're very smart and they're very nice. Okay. Europe also, I guess. And you have a £90 game on the PS5, and then it's this is the whatever version. This is the base version, I guess, for £17. And the problem here is, well, it's best described here. It feels like a little bit of a ripoff that UK. In the UK, they are charging us £90 when $100 is equivalent to £75 in direct currency exchange. Yes, they are literally making British people pay more for GTA because they don't care. The adjustments for regions. Nah. That's not fair, okay? The UK needs to pay more, based, obviously, but, a little bit bad, a little bit. I mean, again, the Rockstar's going full grade. Full grade. We have everyone's favorite friend of the channel, XQC, very smart guy. Always has somehow the wrong opinion though, but very smart, very cool. And he's literally defending this.
If the game was $30, people would complain. If the game was sold at a lower price, people would actually underhype their own game, and people would say, dude, they're probably selling it way lower on the market price because it's a low quality product, and they would actually kill their own hype if they put it really cheap. You know it for a fact. You know it, and it's crazy that you'll deny it. If they underprice their games, they would kill their own hype. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Guys, take a macroeconomics class. You can't just put your shit at some bum price at some indie game. We're making a fucking quadruple A world leading product. Yo, these guys don't.
He previously was, by the way, unironically defending GTA 6 that it should be like $1,500 or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, needless to say, leave it to a Canadian to ruin everything, okay? Canada, not a friend of the I'm kidding, Canada. You're fine. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And I mean, there's a lot of people defending this. You had 13 years to save $100. Get over it. GTA 6. This is what I said, but I didn't mean it in this way. This is what I said like a couple of days ago. If people wanted GTA, they would save money if they're poor. Not that, this is an actual thing that happens. Okay? Yeah. It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. There are so many people defending this. And you know what's the best part? GTA Online will be sold separately. We are cooked. Indeed we are. Yes. Grand Theft Auto single player experience. You're not getting the online one. The online one is going to be a separate thing. This is something that I speculated that's going to happen. A lot of people before me actually speculated this. But my speculation was they never made an expansion for GTA 5. They're probably regretting it to some point. Because there's no way an expansion for GTA 5 would not have made more money in a month than the shark card sales, right? So that they're gonna do this for GTA 6. There's gonna be single player expansion stories, and that's gonna they're gonna sell expansions. But turns out there's potentially a chance that the online multiplayer aspect of the game is gonna be sold separately. And this, by the way, was not done for any other game. I just bought GTA 5. And I had the online multiplayer game day one for no reason. Well, I didn't actually buy GTA 5 day one, but you get the point. Okay? If they sell the online multiplayer separately, I mean, that's just full circle at this point. It is insane. And people are not talking too much about this, but this is pretty much confirmed to be all of the map in GTA. This is still a fan project, but the last fan project was like 90% accurate. And I'm not gonna lie, I like it. There's gonna be a lot to do. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be interesting. I think GTA 6 obviously is gonna be a success no matter what. But I'm slightly disappointed in this map. Okay? And let me explain why. I do think it's a little bit smaller than you would expect from something as massive as GTA, because this is literally Vice City, right? If you take this square right here, which is Vice City, from here to here takes less than a minute, and this is not even actually a straight road most of the time. You need to, you need to do the things. You probably do the cut here like everyone did in their childhood and whatever. But yeah, it's 1 minute to get from here to here. When you do this around all of the map, this is like 25, 27-ish, 30-ish minutes to get from do a full circle around the map. Depending on how you handle this place also, I guess. So, that's not honestly that much, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. You know what's my issue with GTA 6? It's the realism part of the map. I know it's a strange thing to say, but hear me out. Okay, you're probably going to agree with this a little bit more than you initially thought. And they did this with GTA 5. And one of the worst things in GTA 5, honestly, was when I wanted to go from the bottom of the map to the city to the, what's it called, the Los Pollos, whatever it's called, you know, where Trevor lives. Because it was just, you either pick the road on the left or the highway on the right. Both of them are highways, by the way. And we kind of have this the same here. For example, you know that at some point there's going to be a mission where you're in Vice City. You're like, okay, for example, here or whatever. And then you need to go to Port Gellhorn. And the road that you're going to take always is probably going to be, if you're here, it's going to be here. The highway here, you go here, the highway there. You know, there's this annoying fucking thing. And then you go here, and again, it's just a highway. Effectively, it's a giant just press W forward and you're there type of situation. I don't like that. I would like a better, more unrealistic layouts for the game. And sure, you can say, well, you can take a road here, this, like this, and this, and this. It's still kind of the same. It's still a very straightforward thing. And I think that that's a problem. I think having these major artery type of roads, logistics, is not really good game design. I think fucking having these abominations in the game kind of takes away from it more than anything else. Also, look at how giant the airport is. Like, Lamau, what are we even doing? Okay, that's massive. And you know, I think what I would like to see is something like this. You know, you start here, you go through a island here. There's things, then you go through here, and you know, there's a bunch of different looking bridges and whatnot. You know, this is cool because there's a lot of different scenery. You know, stuff like that. Elevation probably is different. Things like that. Things like that. A road like this is kind of fine, but I don't like when you have just a straight up concrete jungle fucking freeway road and you need to travel, because this is gonna, look, this from here to here is probably gonna be roughly 5 to 7 minutes travel time. And in those 5 to 7 minutes travel time, you're not really gonna have much. You're gonna have, like in GTA 5, you had the talks. You know, you were always in a car with someone else, or you know, you were talking to them through on the phone or whatnot, and there was always talking. This is how they mask the boring straight stretches of road. And obviously, I think the same is going to happen in GTA 6, obviously. But I kind of wish we had a little bit more interesting ways to travel from point A to point B than just a giant straight fucking lane, effectively. So that's a small pet peeve of mine that I have here. You know, it's not gonna be a deal breaker or a game ruiner, obviously, even for me. But I wish we had better options. Okay, I wish we had a little bit more interesting options than the American straight road. A straight road is fun to drive when you're actually driving in the real life, not so much in a video game. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bless you. Have a nice day. Bye.